Hi class, I'm Miss Leek. I'm going to be your teacher this semester, but I'm not going to be there with you for the first 2 days of class because I'm out in Arizona doing my Capturing Kids' Hearts training. So I wanted you to get a chance to see my face, hear a little bit about me, and hear from me about my expectations for you before you get started with our class. Later today, I'm going to be asking you to do some things for me, answer a questionnaire about yourself, do a pre-assessment. I thought it only fair to tell you a little bit about myself before I ask things about you. So, first things first, you may have noticed that I have this fancy engagement ring because I am engaged. I'm sure we'll want to talk more about that. In the meantime, if you're interested in knowing the wedding date, you can solve these math problems. The month is going to be negative 7x plus 2 equals negative 54. I would suggest you write these down as I go through them because if you solve them, not only will you get to know the answers to the questions, but also I can give you a little bit of extra credit. The day is going to be 6x minus the quantity x plus 8 equals 17. The year is going to be solved by 2p minus 7 equals 27. Now, if you want to know how long I've been teaching or otherwise assisting in the classroom, you'll need to solve this system of equations for x. We got 3x minus 15.5 equals y, and y equals negative 2.5x plus 14.75. And then if you want to know how many siblings I have, solve that same system of equations, but for y. Again, that is 3x minus 15.5 equals y, and y equals negative 2.5x plus 14.75. Now, I know many of you are interested in how old I am. So if you'd like to know that information, solve this system of equations for y. Negative 2x minus 62 equals negative 4y, and 3 times the quantity of x plus 2 minus 32 equals y minus 4. And then if you want to know how many countries I have been to, solve that same systems of equations for x. Negative 2x minus 62 equals negative 4y. 3 times the quantity of x plus 2 minus 32 equals y minus 4. That's the only way you're going to get to know that information, unless one of your friends, of course, solves it, gets the extra credit, and then tells you which they may not be willing to do. So if you have any other questions for me about me, make sure to write them down, and I will try to answer them when I get back to the best of my ability. So, in that frame of mind, I'm going to ask to learn more about you. I've already told you this. I have questionnaires made up for you. Please share with me as much as you feel comfortable sharing. I don't want you to feel as if you have to share anything with me. However, remember, I can only incorporate your interest into math problems and into projects, and I can only help you out and give you the benefit of doubt if I know what's going on with you and what you're interested in. So please share all that with me and make your parentals, their email on there, or your guardian, whoever you want me to share information with, make sure that that email is very legible so that I can be communicating with them and telling them how great you are. Let's talk a little bit about my expectations for class. We'll definitely be making the social contract on Friday when I get back, or maybe Monday, depending on how everything goes, but I do want you to know a couple of expectations I have for you already, and we'll talk more about these when I get back. First things first, being respectful in class. Being respectful in class means a lot of things. We'll talk about all those things when I get back, but most importantly, it means that you are silent and engaged as you are listening to me speak or to a classmate speak when we're in a whole group discussion. When we bring you together For these whole class discussions, I will raise my hand in the 5-finger spread as you do in all of the school, and I expect you also to raise your hand and to get silent. And for the entire time, I would like for you to be silent. We will each week have a strike system that starts over. Your first strike, if you're not able to be respectful, is going to be your name written on the board. I'm not going to interrupt anything in class. I'm just going to go walk over there, write your name on the board. That's your first strike. If any of you make fun of this person for getting their name on the board, then your name also will be on the board, because that is also disrespectful. Your second strike will be a tally next to your name. And we will talk after class about the expectations that I have for you and why your name is up there on the board. Your third strike will be a second tally and a lunch detention with me. And your fourth strike will be a third tally and parental contact. Like I said, this will start over each week. In order to make sure that we have a fun classroom culture and engage in mathematics, I also have a couple of cell phone rules. So first off, I want you to be able to use your cell phones in class. I really do. I want you to learn how to use your cell phones appropriately and responsibly. And so I have a little bit of a rule procedure that we're going to do. If I see you using your cell phone inappropriately, this means that you have not completed your math assignment that I have given you for class, or you haven't completed it accurately, you haven't checked it with me, and you are on your cell phone doing things that are not mathematically engaged. If I see a calculator, or if we're in the middle of a project and you're searching things on your cell phone that are related to the project, then that's not going to be a problem. If you have completed your work and you're taking a break on your cell phone and can show me that you've completed your work, then it's not going to be a problem. However, if none of those things have happened, if you're on your cell phone distracting yourself and you have not completed all your work, then I'm going to walk over with a brown paper bag. I'm going to have you place your cell phone into the brown paper bag. I'm going to staple the brown paper bag, and I'm going to place it on your desk. You then have possession of your cell phone, but it's no longer able to distract you. If you refuse to put your cell phone in a brown paper bag, then I'm going to have to take your cell phone for the rest of the period. If you refuse to do that, then we'll have bigger problems. All right, bathrooms. You have a 4-minute allotment, 1 per class. You can go to the bathroom whenever you want during class, but make sure to ask me first. You're going to sign out on the sign-out sheet. You're going to put a time there. You're going to take the bathroom pass, get my signature on it. It's the orange pass. You are going to put the time and your name on that pass. You're going to go to the restroom. You're going to come back. You are going to sign back in and put your time there. And you are going to leave your cell phone in the class with us as your collateral. I know you do this in a lot of your other classes, so it should not be new to you. If we find that you are abusing your 4-minute allotment and you are not coming back into class in a timely manner, then we will have to contact your parents and have a discussion about that. Also, if you are tardy to class, then I'm going to assume that you are using your time getting to class to go to the restroom. So you then forfeit your 4-minute allotment for that day, and I ask that you please do not ask me to go to the restroom during class. Food. We're just not going to do it. I don't like food in my classroom. It makes a mess on the floor. It makes smells. You distract yourself, you distract others around you, and we want the place to be clean at all times, and our janitors only come twice a week. So I'm going to ask that you only use your lunchtime, your transitions to class, and maybe your 4-minute allotment to the bathroom to eat food. Okay? We are going to clean up the trash at the end of the day that's on the floor every single day. If you have broken this rule and you have dropped food on the floor, then you are going to be responsible for making sure the entire class is clean. And you're not leaving until the entire classroom is clean. Okay. Now, procedures for turning in stuff we'll practice, but basically I have a turn-in box. It's going to be that red box on my cart. It's got stickers all over it. That's where you're going to turn everything in. Everything. Don't hand it to me. Don't put it in the blue box. Don't leave it on my desk. Don't leave it on your desk. If you want it graded, turn it into the red box. Okay? That's going to be our turn-in box. If you miss class, then you will find the information of stuff that you missed in the blue box. We will only have it for the week, and you can get it from there. If you come back after that week and I have emptied all the folders, then it'll be your responsibility to go to my website and print it out yourself to do. You can also do it on your computer and send it to me electronically via email, but that will be your responsibility to find. Anything else that I need to tell you right now? I don't believe so. Those are the big things, and we'll practice those when I get back, and then we'll go over any other procedures that I have for you when I get back. I hope you have fun and that you are respectful to your sub and to each other, and I look forward to meeting all of you on Friday.